Never seen Chris do that stretch before.
All the new stretches are coming out today.
Hey, how much does Chris have to donate for us to put VTG 5 Ever on our jerseys?
$2,000.
It's got to be more than that. It's got you got to at least buy all the uniforms.
And then he has to
pocket 10,000. Hey, wait, are you including speed suits?
Yeah, I'll buy some speed suits.
All right, $15K.
So when are you going to wear speed suits? In a 10K?
Coach, I'll wear it for the steeple.
I'll
wear it cross country. I'll wear it for steeple.
So you just want a speed suit so you can race with it like unzipped all the way down.
I just want a speed suit. I want a speed suit.
On you. Yep, you can go. 75, 77, 78, 80, 81. There you go, G. All right, hey, real quick, this is the plan. Okay, workout. Is everybody good? Marathon or anaerobic threshold pace for the men is marathon. Women threshold is tempo. Sorry, I get my terminology messed up sometimes, but tempo. Anaerobic threshold or marathon pace, dropping down to tempo pace. Women staying tempo pace the whole time. Take a short break, and then we'll get into our 10K race pace. Okay, so this is the first time that we've done this for the year, so we just have to fill it out. Okay, so we have our goal pace, our goal 10K for the 1K intervals. But we're going to fill it out. The goal is we want to get to about 90%. If we get above, feel like we're getting above 90%, one of two things happen. Either we've hit our max for the day, or we can just slow it down just a little bit. All right. But as always, first one of the season, we've got some room to kind of maneuver around with it and make it ours. But the focus again is also pack running, keeping that pack running mentality, because that's what's going to be our strength moving forward this year. All right, any questions on paces? All right, let's start our hurdle mobility, and then we'll start our warm up. Take everything over to the baseball field. We're at UIW here in San Antonio. I'm Derek Riedel. I'm the head track and field and cross country coach here. So today we're doing a special workout since you're here. Normally we would do this maybe a week or two later than this, but we're going to start out with some anaerobic threshold, hit that high level of aerobic capacity, drop down to a tempo. So the men are going to do a 2 mile, women will do a 1.5 miles, take a short break, and then we're going to get into some 10K race pace effort, really start filling out that 10K because the men specifically train more for the 10K. Women train for the 6K, but the men, we race 8K most of the season, but we're training for postseason in that 10K. And then after that, we'll finish with some faster stuff, just turn the legs over, some repeat pace, 200s with the 200 jog. So 6:29, 6:08. So 6:29 the first mile, 6:08 the second mile. We start with hurdle mobility. Anytime we do a quality session, we do hurdle mobility, wake up the lower back, wake up the hips, the hip flexors. Then they start a run. We do 15 to 20 minute warm up. Then we do plyometric exercises. We do some accelerations. Typically, we give them about 45 minutes, then we feel like they're primed, they're ready to go, because we want to start out that first rep, we want to make sure it's high quality. We don't want to warm up into the workout necessarily. We're doing it at the baseball field. We have a turf baseball field and the outfield's grass. So we'll be running the inside perimeter of the baseball field, which is 385 meters. And the team likes it. Good footing, it's soft, it's easy. It's right here on campus, it's literally right next door to the track. So it's very convenient for us. But that corner right there is kind of wet.
Warm up, everybody's feeling good. Everybody's still a little sore because we're just getting back into it. It's like one of our first quality sessions back, so it should be good. Overall, good workout.
Seems like y'all are goofing around, kind of having fun. Is it kind of like this all the time?
Yeah, it's not just for the cameras. Literally, this team I love so much. Our team chemistry is insane. Just every time we show up to a meet, everybody's like dead face serious, and then we have the UIW niche of everybody joking around, laughing on the line. We try not to take ourselves too seriously, but we get the work done whenever it comes down to it. So it's a really hard-working team, but a really unserious team at the exact same time, which is the perfect balance.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
All right, so again, we're gonna go opposite way. So the cones are put out. Remember, it's 385 meters, so we gotta add the 15. So first cone is 400, 800, 1200, mile and a quarter, mile and a half, etc. Goal is stay smooth, stay efficient, don't overthink it. Stay together as much as we can, all right? As much as we can. If we need to slow down a little bit at the beginning, that's okay. We'll work our way into it, all right? First time doing it, so we got to work our way into it. All right, on you, on you. Yeah, you can go. So this is my 20th cross country season. This is our 12th year as a Division I school. 75, 77, 78, 80, 81. How does it feel to see the growth? When I first got here, we had about 10, 12 athletes on the team. We were barely Division II. We were NAIA until 2001. When they went Division II, they added track. We had cross country, but they never had a full team. So it's just grown astronomically and at just such a rapid pace. In 2013, we went Division I. In a sense, it was kind of starting over, you know, when we went Division I, just new level. And it's just been kind of a steady rise over the years. And we really hit a good plateau in 2017. We had a pretty good men's team and a pretty solid women's team. And then COVID hit, so we took a little bit of a downswing, and then this group, a lot of the guys that are here came in 2020, 2021, 2022. So it's been really gratifying, and they're really hungry to get to the national level. We feel like we've got a squad that can battle for a national level spot this year. All right, 800. 239, 240, 241. Good, man.
I didn't plan on going to UIW at first, and then the way the pandemic worked, and I was talking to everybody, and this just felt like home for me. So I'm actually glad the pandemic happened, pushed me here. And from here, I was really able to dial in and focus. And then we just started kind of building a culture, like with the class 21 came in, and we just put our head down, started working, everybody started following, and then 22 came in, and 23, and et cetera. And we just keep building and building great teams.
All right, 1,200, 355, 356. Keep it tight, man, 358.
I have a very unique position on this team that I've been able to see an insane amount of growth since I've been here. Not to say that we were anything terrible when I first came in, but we weren't anywhere near the level we were at. I had a lot of good mentors when I came in my freshman year that really helped me love running, and being able to see like us getting some of the top recruits in the state is just mind-blowing for me. And seeing that we have a shot at nationals and beating teams that a lot of us wish we would have been recruited to, but now all of us are so psyched to be at UIW because we're beating a lot of the teams that we dreamed of going to.
4,812 mile. All right, I don't know if where your GPS is picking up. Miles should.
505.
So that was 511.
It's honestly a dream come true. It's been so surreal to see so much growth over 5 years because there's just been an insane amount of growth every single year, just a bigger jump than I could ever imagine. So it's insane. It's really inspiring. Like everyone around me is inspiring me every day.
.627, 628. Good job, man. Keep it tight, keep it tight.
I mean, it's amazing. Honestly, it keeps me going. The guys around, this is why I run, is for them. They push me every day. Even on days where I'm not at the front, I still have someone to look at. When days I am in the front, they're right there with me. So we really feed off our team energy and just kind of running in a pack and pushing each other, kind of like Griffin said. So.
All right, 2 more. Good job, man. Good. There you go. Stay connected. Stay in group, man.
Well, I mean, the splits like on the cones were right, but GPS was fast.
All right, that was a warm-up.
Griffin, let's gather everybody for the start of this one, just so we all start at the same time. You know I measure this every time, even though the distance doesn't change, I still measure it. We ready? Hey, smooth, efficient. Help each other out on this, okay? Help each other out. If we're a little slow, that's okay. A little slow, it's okay. Don't get caught up in the time. All right, on y'all.
Yeah, the goal for that tempo is just kind of get a good effort in before the workout starts, kind of get the legs turning over. So it felt really good. It felt comfortable. It's nice to kind of work on pack running, like good for the early race, kind of finding each other. So first part felt comfortable.
All right, that's good first lap, man. My coaching philosophy go-to is we focus on development. You know, doesn't matter where they come in, we've got to meet them where they're at, and the goal is to coach to where I think they can get to. You know, not coach to where they're at, but coach to where we can get to. So we talk a lot about, hey, you came in, you're a 9:45 2-miler, you're a 9:50 2-miler, you have the goals and aspirations. I think you can be a sub 14-minute guy, like a Griffin Neal. Came in as a 9:55 2-miler, and now last year ran 13:49 in the 5K. He's a 28. I mean, he's gone 30 flat in the 10K in a kind of a strategic conference race, but we think he's a 28-30 type of guy. It's really, the philosophy is overall development. You know, we're working on the total athlete, the total runner, and take them where they're at and coach them to where we think that they can get eventually.
That's how it was for a lot of people. I know, like, a lot of people, especially in Texas, are like, I want to go to UT, I want to go to A&M, I want to go to all these schools. And a lot of people were kind of passed up or overlooked by those schools, and they came here, and we put together a group of, like, we like to say, like, pirates, like just a gang of people that, like, no one really would have expected, and now we're a team that's winning these championships, that's beating all these teams that we dreamed of going to. So it's a really cool experience for all of us to bind together and all of us relate in that way and be able to form something that's bigger than we could have ever imagined joining.
I mean, honestly, I love it. I've always thought cross country is kind of a team sport, and this team really kind of embodies that. So when we're at region and we're running, we see our guys, like, it's, I don't know, something nice inside of us. We don't really look at times and splits and whatnot. We just think, like, I got to keep climbing for my guys. So bringing that whole group back, pretty much like our core group, and then adding some really strong freshmen, it's really exciting. I'm really excited for this year. So
Watch out, ladies. Watch out. Griffin's rolling now. He's rolling. When he gets the farther, more he gets into the workout, the more he starts rolling. It's a good pack behind him too. That's going to be the strength of the team, is that, you know, Griffin the front runner, and guys will get closer to him throughout the season, but then, you know, just a tight pack. I think at regionals we had 45 seconds for the 10K last year, so that's the goal. Good job, G. I love it, man. I love it. I love the pack. I love it. What'd you hit on that one? You look good. You're rolling, man. Was that 301? 304? That's good. Y'all are rolling, man. I love it, man. What was that, 3 or 4? Is that 3? 3? Okay. We really want to start honing into that race pace effort. But these type of workouts really focus on the pack running mentality. Especially for the men, they've been just very good at what I call pack animals. You know, that's what helped them finish 4th at the regional meet last year, is just really focused on, we're only as strong as our number 5, our number 6, our number 7, and they've got to stay connected with our 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, maybe Griffin and some of the faster guys slow down just a little bit to make sure we stay in that pack mentality. But ultimately, we're just trying to really get our bodies used to that race pace effort. And just start building on that as we go through the season. They're looking good. I love the pack. I mean, that's 7 guys. We got 2 freshmen in there. So it's a good pack. They're staying consistent. They look smooth. I mean, it's a tough workout. It's hot. It's probably 85, 86 degrees already. At what time is it? 8 o'clock. So it's a tough one, but they're doing a good job. Milestone meets for us. Oklahoma State, the Cowboy Jamboree at the end of September is a big meet for us. Tough course, challenging course. I think University of Texas is going to be there, University of Oregon. So that's a big milestone meet for us. The Arturo Barrios at A&M is a big meet for us. There's usually 45 Division I schools there. Great course, fast course. That's really where our men kind of broke out last year, was at that Arturo Barrios. So those are 2 big milestone meets heading into the conference championship and regional, which are obviously very important to us. That was 5, 5. That was, boy, don't be cheating me.
I think one of the main things that we haven't necessarily done in the past too much is focus on using high effort when it's the right time to use high effort. I think in the past we've kind of let our egos get ahead of us and we've pushed way too hard on early season meets that we don't necessarily need to be doing. So the goal is to take our time, like train through as much as we can and focus on the main goal is regionals and natties down the line. So not get too ahead of ourselves, not get too excited too early.
Hey Griffin, how many was that? 6, okay.
I'm just doing one more.
End at 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel pretty good, but the effort's definitely where it needs to be.
Yeah, good. Be smart about it.
Possible. What do you want to go through first lap?
70?
I'll lead you.
We have super good chemistry. That's one thing I found on this team that I've honestly haven't seen in a lot of teams today is we'll talk to each other on reps, we'll encourage each other, we'll be up there dabbing each other up in the middle of a rep. It's a super good pack. We thrive off of running with each other. I know sometimes when my paces don't align up, I need to be out front a little bit, but overall, I love running with the guys. It's a really positive group and a really encouraging group. If you're not running a rep, a lot of them are yelling for each other or any type of encouragement we have. We're making jokes out here. We're keeping it lighthearted, kind of keeping the heart rate low. We don't want to take anything too seriously, just have fun, and that's when we end up running the best workouts. The Ks, the goal wasn't to be on the ground after any of those. The goal was to kind of feel it out, have as smooth of a 2:55 as possible. So kind of feeling out that 10K race pace. So you shouldn't be dying. I felt overall pretty comfortable, hurting on the last about 200 of every rep, but 2-minute recovery jog is plenty, more than enough. And then so I felt good going into the next rep. 200s felt good. Little tough to get the legs moving after a lot of mileage in the summer. We're not quite there speed-wise, but that's going to build pretty quickly throughout the season. So 200s felt a little tough, but still pretty smooth.
Most of them got 7 by a K. They looked really good on the 2 mile. The 1Ks were good, 200s were strong. So it was a good first harder 10K pace effort workout. What do we do to keep them engaged? Well, we just keep that hungry mentality, that gratefulness, that gratitude mentality where you show up every day, work like you've done nothing, stay hungry. We're not at the top, we're still building, we're still progressing, and we're still trying to chase those dreams and aspirations that this group has.
Personal goals, definitely looking for individual natty spot, but that kind of lines up with the team goals. We're looking for that second place spot in the South Central region for cross country to get over to Wisconsin. So individual, I want to be top 10 at the region. Goal is All-American when it comes to natties. But we're going to focus on one meet at a time. But overall, most important thing, get to natties as a team.
We're most definitely underdogs. No one really knows who UIW is, so that's kind of what we feed off of though. It's our goal is to be known, to be better. So each day we wake up, no one's really paying attention to us. We have nothing to lose. So I love being an underdog. We love being an underdog. It just makes us feel better. And I know last year we kind of made a little noise, but not enough. So that's what we're looking for this year.